You ready to create some categories? All right, let's get to it here. I'm going to flip back over to the back end of the blog here. And then over on the left-hand side, pop open the Posts menu and then flip into Categories. That's where we're after here. Okay, now on this screen, what we get is an area on the left where we can go and add in new categories. And then over on the right-hand side, it's going to list out all of the existing categories. So there's that default category there, uncategorized. Okay, let's start off with the category name here on the left. The name is used to identify the category almost everywhere, for example, under the post or in the category widget. Now, what they mean by the category widget, by the way, that's the item that sits in the sidebar, the area in the left-hand sidebar or the right-hand sidebar possibly, where we saw the category. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, the category name. I'm going to create a category here called News and Updates. Okay. Now, next field down, the category Slug. You can read here, the Slug is the URL-friendly version of your name. It is usually all lowercase and contains only letters, numbers, and hyphens. I usually leave this blank, and, you know, WordPress is going to fill that in for me anyway, so I just usually skip it and just kind of go about my merry way here. And then the next thing that we have here is something called the category parent. What we can actually do is create some structure for our categories if we want. In other words, we could have like a top level category and then subcategories. Say, for example, I could have, let's say it's a software training blog, and I could have Photoshop, and then inside the Photoshop category, I could have subcategories, you know, resizing, resampling, resolution, layers, color correction, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So you could certainly set something like that up if you like. So I'm going to leave mine set to none, though. I just want to kind of create a straight up simple category here with you. And then if I scroll down further, we can throw in an optional description here if we want. I don't ever really bother with the description. However, some themes may use the description, so just watch out for that. Anyway, usually what I do is I fire in here, throw in a name, scroll down, add category, and that's kind of it, right? And now what happens is News and Updates is now added to the list of categories up in the top right here. So hopefully fairly simple stuff. And you probably noticed here when I hover my mouse over top of this guy, I can edit them. There's that quick edit, or I can toast them. I can delete them if I want. Okay. Over towards the right-hand side, there's the Slug that WordPress created for me, news-updates, and it's been applied to 0 posts at this point. We'll go and do something about that in just a little while. So pretty easy, isn't it, to create a category? Let's create a bunch of these here, actually. So I'm going to head back over to the left-hand side here, category name, and let's do drawing in Flash. And again, I'm just going to scroll down and hit add category. There he is, drawing in Flash. Again, the Slug there, the URL-friendly version of my newly created category name. Let's do working with color. And again, add that guy. And you want to do a few more? You can do as many as you want here. I'm going to do, let's see here, animation. And I'm going to do one more here super fast with you. I want a bunch of these to work with. Let's do video tutorials. Okay, awesome. Add category. Okay, cool. So now we have tons of categories, right? Lots to work with. Well, what I want to show you next, now that we have all of these guys created, is I want to actually go and start applying these categories to the posts that we've already created. And I'll show you exactly how to do that next. It's super easy stuff.